Hello. All right. By charm. Okay, we don't have a face cam. Just a moment. Let's see if we can get that. Up and running. There we go. It's a little dark. Oh! It's a little better. How are we doing this morning? Boy. I just woke up. Looked at my clock, and it was like 6:55, and I'm like, hopping out. But okay, yeah. But I think we're good. Ready to go. Now, yesterday afternoon, I was gonna clean up what I got here a little bit. Maybe combine some methods. Because there's a lot that is a little repetitive code-wise. Yeah. Share my window. So yesterday we got a health bar and a power-up bar. Which is cool. But I desperately need, well, not really. I need to optimize it a little bit. Okay. Let's do that. Because it'll work so much better in the future when we go to add new vehicles or something like that. We need a general vehicle class. That's what I'm thinking. We never actually set the elasticity. So this velocity function is being reused, and it's exactly the same as the helicopter. And I'm thinking, yeah, see? Yeah, we need a vehicle class. Just toss one in there. Should be easy enough to find the similarities. Alright. It'll be so much nicer to look at. So let's just copy the whole thing actually. Car. And then we will, I guess we got a bunch of input methods. Nice, and then we've got a move. Right. So all this update method that changes per vehicle, right? You update a lot of different things. So that's just going to be a pass. Turn off, that also pass, but it still needs to be there. Despawn, that can stay like that. I think everything else is going to use that. And move is probably going to be the same as well. Move is probably just going to be a pass here. It's so different controls. This spawn method seems good. Spawn collider, probably not, but we can make it, we can give it like a vertices attribute, excuse me, and then spawn it by the vertices, spawn the collider by the vertices. I think that at this point then this would work. Let's do that. So I guess this would be, instead of create box, let's just do this. Poly and then self dot vertices. There we go. Now it should be pretty flexible. And I can't help but think that acceleration, or accel and forward and reverse, are a little repetitive. So I thought accel is just reverse minus forward. Rather just take it out altogether. There we go. Now we've got an acceleration, like with the triggers. I think that's pretty constant, like the triggers controlling the throttle. But so I'm gonna say Throttle up and throttle down. Just reverse or just replace everything in the file. Throttle up. Throttle, well, no, here. Throttle down. Factor. Okay, and then we got turn and I don't think we ever use that forward. I don't want to use the forward on the left joystick. I don't like the whole lean the joystick in the direction you want the car to move. That seems crappy. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Copy this little conditional here. And wait, where'd vehicle go? Did I just close it? No. For some reason resizing that on the window here lost me my vehicle tab. And then once we've got all the throttle controls universally like identifiable, then the despawn or the turn off can be reset. So self.turn equals 0, self.throttle throttle down equals 0, self.throttle up equals 0. Boom. Now all the cars use the same stuff, same variables. We've got that velocity function, and that's the same anyway, so we can just remove that completely from car. Vehicle dot vehicle. I spell that weird. Now that I look at vehicles so many times, it looks the car. Oh, okay. It looks weird. Know how that is. Yeah, it's size and height. Wait, we're not going to use size anymore, are we? So we're just defining all the vertices. Right, where's size used? Size. Yeah, it's not used anywhere. Other than defining the vertices, which we don't need to do anymore. So we should be good without that variable. Done. And vertices can go up and replace it. Now we've got accel force, turn force. I want some like universal car variables, so that you can just say any car uses the same variables to move around. Now these ones don't need to be defined. This is working out nicely. Spawn, move, despawn, turn off, update. Well, turn off is now obsolete. despawn is also fine to remove. I think spawn is covered pretty generally as well. All those trigger controls are fine. Okay, that's good. Now our car class is looking pretty condensed here. Helicopter can be as well. Six, 4. Okay. Vertices equals I, J, or I in -3, 3, or J in negative. So now we'll just define all the vertices in our car's colliders instead of just doing a general, like, oh, make your collider for every single vehicle. Find it. Wait. And then negative size 0 divided by, well, times 0.5. And that should create our vertices for our vehicle. Oh, okay. So like this should be so much easier to create cars now. So actually, I don't know if I can do this before that method's been instantiated. Yeah, I just need to make it a that's fine. Probably put it in utilities. Oh, wait, vehicle could have a... Well, no, I'm going to put it in utilities. Oh. we go. But apparently I'm not. Oh, yeah, we do use, well. Oh, reverse. Okay, yeah, throttle down. Turn force. Where'd the music go? Oh. Oh, we're only listening to one song. We need a playlist. Should be good. Ugh. Whoa. Alright. Okay, cool. I'm gonna just. Whoa there. This is freaking badass. I love this song. Hey, what's up, Pluto? I am breaking things and fixing them. Yeah. Well, yeah, like maybe a little less than an hour ago. Well, 40 minutes. Yeah, I haven't really done much. Figured out how to do that. Yeah, I know. Oh, they came and went. I'm not doing anything terribly interesting. Roll.angle. God, this song is freaking crazy. Because I made you one. Because you asked for it the other day, and I think that was a good idea. Just don't, like, block anybody that you shouldn't. I trust you. You want me to remove the power? Awesome. Yeah, don't complain. It's a privilege. So, for some reason, I'm not getting, well, actually, times 1, times 10. Is that, I'm not sure if this is, my helicopter isn't rotating properly. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why that was. You should be honored. Yeah, there we go. Now we're back to where we're at. Oh, crap. Ah, god damn it. Window. There we go. Hey, we have a game. We have a game that we're doing. Yeah, I just realized that. I love it, looking at him like this. I think it's funny. Let's see if we can. Oh my gosh. 72 at Garden City, 70 reported by Dodge City and Liberal, 72 over by the good folks. Have you seen what we did since yesterday? We added health bars, and yeah, we added some GUI. Right now, all you can take is fall damage, but it's so cool. There's a little flash, and it goes down. And we also did that. That's a new progression as of this morning, is that when you get in the car and start driving, it just bugs off into infinity. Well, that's all right. It doesn't matter. You can chime in or just hang out and play video games or something. We'll just be working away. Now, I don't know what made him freak out so much. Did I turn up the turn for? No. Try to figure out why the car spins off into infinity. Input vector 0.
So as of that time, of course, the front was way off in the northwest. Now, however, it's moving into the central part of the nation.
Wait for your brother to come back from a party? Oh wait, wow. I wasn't even looking at the output though. 47. Why exactly is that so high? Not Excel. Not sure what it was before. Oh. It's a secret party. I see. Okay, let's turn the turn force down, like significantly. Yeah, when we're moving, why that is so extreme. All of a sudden, because it was just it'll be fine. The car will be fine. We just need to figure out what's going on with it, and then we'll be good. Well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Why is it going down? I don't know why input vector is like... Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess we need to do a turn value. Or we'll just do list input vector. It's a direct reference to the actual vector. So we're fucking with the player's input. Yeah, we should be good now. It's a little like pointer error thing. I don't know if it's just me, but we seem to have... Seems to not be running terribly smoothly. Like, we seem to be dropping frames pretty fast. That's way better. I just I stopped the preview on my There's actually, I think, 100 platforms. Whoa! This helicopter is impossible. Well, actually, it's not terrible. But with the mouse and keyboard, it's not amazing. What should the I think the throttle should be space, and then tab should be the like backwards throttle. That seems like a terrible idea. No, for the helicopter, not backwards throttle, but I mean like the up and down. Because you need different, well, oh, I know, that's what I meant. I mean like that's the upward and downward. Because you need to, yeah, but for the car, on a joystick, I want it to be the left stick, right? Or, I mean, I want it to be, the steering is the left stick and the triggers controls the throttle, right? But on a helicopter, I want the throttle to be the triggers, up and down to be the triggers, and then the forward and backwards and left and right to be the turning, right? That works really well. However, when you map that to keys, WASD is the forward and around, and space and the other things are the triggers. You go back to the car, you kind of want it to be different. Depending on if you're using the mouse and keyboard. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It's just the controls aren't really compatible when you switch them around to different vehicles. Or like if you use a joystick versus if you use a car. It's just modifying a variable and then sending it to it, and it does whatever it wants with it. I'm using Kivy, Python and Kivy. Yeah, what's up? It's a new face. Like the GUI? Oh yeah. I mean it's primarily made for like GUI. It's just an application framework. So like you can do buttons and widgets and stuff on the screen pretty easily. But it's also got support for OpenGL. Hence the 3D. That guy just got it. Somebody's gonna get it. And it's gonna be this guy. Take that. Okay. What should we work on? Because I already did I made the vehicles. Yeah, it's actually, there's a lot of support for that sort of thing. Well, the way I learned how to do it was just looking on there's a Kivy example project, and it's just a rotating Blender monkey. and then I just sort of fixed that up for use in games, and it works pretty well. So what else can we optimize? We've got these car and helicopter classes pretty well abstracted. Like, they're pretty short now. I'm sure there's some unnecessary variables or something somewhere. What's the error? It says there's an error in the car class. I think that's just PyCharm being weird. I don't think there's actually an error. I think we're good. Yeah, I'll post my source code so you guys can take a look at it. I'm not like stingy about that sort of thing. You guys can hop on and mess around with it. I just need to actually do that. Is this not copyrighted? Okay, never mind. I guess we're good. that was, I forget what song that was. That's the song that everybody plays on a piano if they see it in like a restaurant or something. Yeah, okay. So, okay, so the corner piece. Yes. Okay, so what? What can I do with Python? What on earth do you mean? You can do whatever your heart desires with Python. There's like Django. I don't. It's for web development. That's pretty popular. I mean, you'll probably need to learn HTML as well, but that's not terribly difficult. Yeah, was it you that was talking about that? Okay, let's continue abstracting stuff. Oh no, you know what irritates me? You know what I want to do? Well, then learn those. I don't know. I don't do web development, so I couldn't really tell you the specifics of that. But it's I'm sure if you hopped in and just went for it, you'd be able to pull it off. You'll always learn something. It'll be much less scary if you just go in and do it. Okay, so what we're gonna do? The elevators, those irritate me. I don't know what HB is. The elevators, that was irritating me. I cannot stand the platform being an elevator. It's driving me nuts. Oh. Oh, so how about an app? Okay. You want to make an app? We've got the building class, and that's actually kind of close to what the elevator needs to be. Maybe the elevator should be rooted with building, because then we could like put a door on it. And it's actually a pretty simple we can totally make this house move. Yeah, there's no reason why we can't make this move. So I'm moving because I want to make the house an elevator, and it's got code for like generating a bunch of colliders around it. So yeah, let's make the house move. Let's just make all the houses move right now. See, and like this is simple as shit. Like, platform. Well, platform has code for like maybe only, no, we just set all the parents to move. But we, no, you know what? Wait, oh shit. How does that work? So a platform has a collider that has a parent set to the platform. And then when you land on that platform, it triggers the on stand method. Dude, actually, let's say parent is none, and then see if that helps us with well, actually, let's just not set the attribute, because not all platforms need a parent widget. We don't need to reference that. So set standing. I know there's some weird like has attribute code that I didn't like. Where's that? Let's just find has attribute. It's the only time I've ever used it. There we go. Okay. It's in player. Oh yeah, because only the player can land on a platform and trigger it to move. If it has an attribute parent, well, enemies do as well. So I guess, yeah, okay, so it doesn't even need to have parent attribute. Right now they do, but they shouldn't. They shouldn't need it. And then when we spawn the colliders for it, we should not set the parent attribute. And then, well, actually, you know what? Parent equals none is good. Just set the default. Alright, and good job setting all of them by keyword arguments. And then we'll check to see if there is a parent, and then if it is, let's set it. If parent not none. There we go. And then well, combining two random classes like this is a little bit of a weird task, but I think we're good. Let's see if we screwed anything up there. Yeah, okay, so doesn't have an attribute, it doesn't have a parent attribute right now. If we just set that manually, then we should be good. Elevator collider dot parent full self. There we go. That'll actually save a lot of variables there. And then let's see. We want to convert it to a building. Instead of basing it off a platform, we should base it off a building. So elevator is a type of building. That kind of makes sense, right? And then we will have its own data for it, but we're just gonna make it a regular building for now. I got the hang of it. You don't tell me when you leave, that's why.
Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee,
Building
turning
dot
on your
building.
computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as
And
far
then
fetched as
we
it
don't
may
have a
seem.
specific collider that's the bottom,
San Francisco papers are investing
but
a
we
lot
should
of
have
money
that
into service just like that
at
start.
some point.
Science editor Steve Newman reports on one person already using the brand new system.
Well, we're gonna know because all the elevators are gonna be the same. You didn't leave. Oh, you're just lurking. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th collider will be our base collider. That if you land on it, the elevator will move. Or we could have a trigger. I know you do. Yeah, I'm gonna stick it. I'm not gonna do a whole trigger thing. Unless you're wearing a coat. Yeah, you told me about that. Okay. So we're gonna need a reference to all these colliders anyway. Oh, we do, we have them. Oh, okay, well, perfect. Elevator. So self.colliders 7, parent equals self.
Imagine, if you will, sitting down, having coffee, turning on
Yeah,
your
so for C in self.colliders,
far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, both local San Francisco papers
C.y equals self.position dot y.
Science editor Steve
Error.
Newman reports on one person already using the brand new system.
Building data index. Oh yeah. Let's see data. And we'll pass in the building data from the level manager. Buildings, buildings, buildings. Nobody likes watching me No. That's okay. We'll figure our stuff out. We'll climb the ranks, right? Whoa, okay. Why not the middle? How many people are streaming game development right now? Or programming? Okay. So we have, let's ignore platform because platforms are relevant now. And we'll set the elevator's position when loading to a little bit higher. Point 2. Cool, yeah, so if somebody's looking for Python. Elevator, okay. I'm good with that. I don't mind. We'll figure out our system. But I need to figure out this elevator first. We've got Are respawning our colliders okay? Yeah. Are we setting our position? We are. Position. That's good. Oh, that didn't really help me. It's not adding it to the space. Unless I put it in the wrong, the Y value in the wrong spot. What is this 20? Wait, I don't know why there are 4 values here. Is the 4th value angle? I think that might actually not, that might not be angle. What is 20? It just means that you have been home? I don't know. Do you think it's bad? I don't go to parties. Sometimes I'll go hang out with a friend and go boating or something, but where's our level manager? We need how are we taking 3 arguments? Wait, are we on level 2? Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. We're going into the level manager, looking at this tuple of 4 integers, and we're sending it directly to elevator. Elevator takes app and position. So position is a 4. Yeah. What does that mean? I think I messed up that loading system. I think I meant to have an angle on it, but I'm gonna ignore that for now. Yeah, now it's offset. Oh. Okay, the colliders work now. But it spawned inside another building. There we go, kinda worked. And then we'll see what happens when we touch down on the bottom of the elevator. So if we spawn that in a spot that isn't completely bonkers crazy. And then let's do that in the same level 2. Whoa. Actually, it could be interesting. If we get into an elevator, well, it's inside another building, that is Yeah, I guess it'll just warp us up through the top. Where did the elevator go? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, we should not do that. Be cool to like combine buildings, put them together. Might be kind of neat. Okay, the helicopter needs to move. Pretty sure this is our, yeah, this is our elevator. It needs to go up a little bit because I don't think I'm colliding with the bottom. Whoa! Kind of worked. The door didn't move. It's easy enough to fix. I don't know where the rest of the colliders went, but I can't go through the door now. I'm thinking I should put a delay on when the elevator moves. Let's just run in. Ah! No, it gets blocked. Oh wait, C.Y. Okay, they're all being set to Y position. We don't want that. I guess. So this is a terrible way to do it, but I'm gonna add my velocity to every one of the colliders. It should be accurate, but I wouldn't trust it completely. Okay, there we go. Now we got kind of an interesting elevator. It's much better than the platform. And then we'll see if we can go back down. Yeah. The door definitely needs to move with the elevator though. Oh, maybe it shouldn't. No. I mean, we're gonna have a different model, but do we have a reference to the door? Wolves. So let's just add self.doors.add D. For D in self.doors. Let's make it come up with us. D.collider.y equals so the position of Y, and the position of graphics should be same. That's not true. No, I guess it's gonna be the same system. Plus equals dy. I don't like that at all. We'll come up with a better, we'll come up with like a base offset, but right now this should work. There we go. So that's cool. We got a more interesting elevator, and then you can just jump to make it go down. And then let's put another building. Oh wait, we had another elevator inside a building. My gosh. I want to see what happens. I'm gonna get crushed. Oh, it just pushes me out. Wow, you know, actually that's pretty stable. I'm surprised that it's that. I got into the other room. Hey, without needing to go through that door. That's weird. And then we should have, boy, oh. Actually, I've got it here. We have the base offset. CY equals self.position dot y plus. Oh, thanks for the follow, Sirocco. Sirico. Thanks anyway. Always nice to see a new face. Hey, what's up? I won. Ah, that'll work. And then, well, also we've got doors, and we can make them not a set so that we can index them. How's it going? What's your story? Why are you here? Are you interested in game design? Are you interested in Python? Or are you just curious? Find it out. Why? Say y equals self.data doors I1. That should be the y value of the base y value of the door. What did you want to ask? Self-position. I'm using Kivy, and that is it. Well, no, I'm using Kivy and PyMonk. PyMonk is for the physics. Kivy is for the whole application. That's all right. I was late actually this morning. I got up at 6:55. It's like, oh crap. But we're making up for it. We're fixing the elevator model so that it breaks when we step on it. Yeah, I made all my bros mods just so if one of you is on and somebody starts giving me crap. Well, we've just met. Here. Hey, you'll get there. Feels mod, man. I don't know why I'm getting a key error. I've got doors in my data. What are you talking about? 0. I don't understand why that would produce it. Dot door or self dot data. Yeah, oh my gosh, spawning the helicopter right in front of the elevator is not. Okay, so we made it past that. Did it just not print anything? Oh, wait, no, it's not the door. Why did that all of a sudden break? It's the collider. It's just the regular colliders. Oh, wait, no, I just changed that. Self.data. Oh, colliders. Whoa, what am I doing? Okay, that'll work, right? Should. There we go. That's a lot better than like. Alright, it's good to have you here. Ah, crap. Wait, see if I can jump out of the helicopter and get into the elevator. There we go. And now we're going back down. We should add guns to the helicopter at some point. At some point. We should do it soon. We should make this the shooter game that we always wanted it to be. And get rid of these god-awful platforms. Also, we should okay. Banana packs are item number 1 on the list. Let's get back to what we were doing. So the elevators seem to be working well enough. I would like to have some sort of a sliding door. That would be cool. Or the ability to rotate the doors other than on at 0 degrees, which isn't going to be hard. It's just we've already got the rotation working for the house, doing like a relative rotation, so we should be able to rotate it just normally pretty easily. Just add a value to it. But we also need another house model to do that. So I think I'm content with the elevators now, because that little platform thing, posing elevator, was not cool. That's at least good. But I never checked if I could stand on the roof. I don't think I can, because I only set the parent to the ground. Oh wait, wait, the helicopter's on top of it. Crap. Ugh. Actually pretty difficult to get underneath it. What else can we optimize? Should we just pack a bunch of stuff into the level and then do like batching? It just pushes you out, because the collisions register as 2D at that point. Oh, I mean, unless it just smashes you to the point where you no longer are below it, then you just go above it. And actually, I am so surprised at how stable it is. Is this... I don't think anybody ever thought that PyMonk would be used for this weird shit. But that's what I do. It's a bunch of weird shit that's not supposed to work. It feels like this entire game is just messing with shit that is not supposed to be messed with. Like Kivy, of all things. It kind of works. I don't know. Maybe not. Okay, this elevator is blazing fast. When you like turn off the accelerator, it just goes nuts. So at some point we gotta fix these elevator controls, or these helicopter controls. I think they're cool now though. What did I say we should do? We should do batching. With our level manager. Are you guys at all interested in that? Or should we do some post-processing to make it look cooler? Maybe we should do that. Guns for the helicopter. Alright. That doesn't seem terribly difficult. Should you just be able to shoot straight? I think the bullets are really underwhelming right now. Actually, I think we should make them a different color. I think we should, and triangulate them, because they haven't even been, we like half finished the model for them. Called it good. But we've done a lot since the bullets. We never triangulated this. There we go, that should look better. And then, we can go to the bullet and add a color to it. Oh, let's just say, let's make them red. I think the spawning is messed up. I think that's what it is. I think they're still buggy. Because we thought that we fixed the bullets, but I don't think that we did at all. I think they're not spawning properly. the cover for the Last of Us 2. Yeah, I did watch that. I watched it last night when you sent it to me. It was pretty good. It's very it was very immersive, I guess. The story was cool. A little sad, but it was cool. What on earth was I doing? For some reason I got lost. I got sidetracked. We are trying to fix the bullets. Because I don't want to make something shoot if the bullets don't even work. Yeah, you can see them kind of glitch out a little bit. What's that about? Well, actually, I think they're spawning. Oh, wait. I'm adding them to the scene before I set them to the right position. Maybe that wasn't the right. There's definitely something wrong. Right? They feel crappy. Is there something wrong? Feels like it's wait, should I add it first and then add it to the scene? I don't see why that would make any difference. Yeah, they look like they're freaking out. Like they're spawning where they hit before and then... Yeah. Wait, let's slow down the game. See if we can see it a little bit better. Yeah, they're like popping in and out where they hit. It is weird. Maybe. Oh. Oh. Wait, self.position.xyz equals position. We're not setting all of our x, y, and z coordinates. Yeah, now we should be good. Okay, cool. So we were just adding it the wrong, well, I think. That seemed to have fixed it, right? Okay, well, I think we fixed it. We need some sort of crosshairs. That'll be interesting when you're flying an elevator to get hit by bullets and like knock you around. Did I say elevator or helicopter? I also think that maybe when you're driving, your power-up shouldn't decrease. Whoa. The normals are going nuts, so. Let's not scale things with Kitty. Wait. Oh wait, no. I think I know why that's happening. Compute normal matrix. Well. There we go. Well, wait a second. Maybe not, but... I wasn't actually computing the normal matrix. Right, scale 10. Nope, never mind. Let's just ignore that then. Render. I'm not going to scale anything in Kitty. Open recent. Is that better? Save it as level 1. and increase the render distance. It's a little bit more distance. It's kind of cool, right? And then let's are you invisible? Let's make a fog effect. Let's do some fog. I'm down to do some shaders. It'll be pretty easy. Pretty simple. Should be good. Is that right? No, that's not right. Ragcore. Yeah, undeclared. Where I need a reference to another script. I don't know OpenGL off the top of my head. Let's just quickly bring up another shader. Just take out any lighting code we've got. Unless we want to do some global lighting. Let's not. Not right now. And we don't know. I don't know what that means, but I can see your chat messages, so. Why do I delete mass code so often? Feels like it's always happening. Oh, you know what? Actually, I kind of like the inverse view matrix. I might keep that. Wait, I don't need that. What am I doing? And then we should be good if we just sample the texture here. Frag color. We don't have global ambient. We just got frag color. Okay, now we're kind of back to where we were before. Wait. How do you get the depth of the pixel? Hey. Everybody's had a problem with Twitch right now. What happened? We've decided to work on a completely different project. I'm kidding. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is weird. Is that all we need to do? Whoa. Okay, that's not what we wanted. But that is actually vertex position Z.
We have readings over Kansas that were very pleasant today. However, we are looking for a new front to begin to drift south and eastward. The central and eastern parts of Kansas will very probably be cloudy in the morning, and then western Kansas will begin to get increasing cloudiness by tomorrow afternoon. Today, however, very, very pleasant reading. 73 up in the Goodland area, 72 at Garden City, 70 reported by Dodge City and Liberal, 72 over by the good folks of
We're writing our shader to make some fog.
And in the Ponca City Blackwell area, 68 degrees today.
So we want stuff that's right in front of us to be 1 in depth. Well, okay, let's say fog here. Fog. We want things that are right in front of us to have a value of 1. In the distance, it's going to have a value of 0.
And no precipitation. We're about a half inch behind, correction, a half inch ahead for the year, and 1 5300ths behind for the year so far. We'll be looking for
So
change tomorrow.
what we want to do from there is
Today, of course, there's nothing showing up on the radar. However, the satellite photo was pretty interesting for the western half of the U.S. Rain showers and thunder.
so vertex position divided by 100,
Wide band of fairly heavy snow. Now, what will happen?
and then 1 minus that.
The frontal system on there that begins at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, we don't have depth. Wait, that's going to freak out on us.
This afternoon. So as of
Fog.
of course, the front was way off in the northwest. Now, however,
Fog, fog, fog.
into the central part of the nation with a couple of high pressure cells behind it.
I mean, okay. It looks like shit. It's not exactly fog. Wait, we should make it blue. So this sort of fades into the distance, and then we'll increase the distance that it should fade at. So I think our max is 1000. I don't like the linearity of it. Linearity. It's kind of cool. Alright, don't worry about it. Oh wait, why am I not getting in the helicopter? That's so much faster. That's alright. You, oh yeah, there's a game. Brazil's playing in the World Cup today, right? So that's not exactly what I wanted with the fog, but I wanted it to fade into blue. So one. It's gonna fade into dark blue, but it'll fade into something other than, yeah, oh, that doesn't look actually that bad. Belgium. That doesn't look terrible. Yeah, I kind of like it actually. The blue depth. Well, we've got the video at the end if you want to watch. So that'll be cool. Let's square this, see what happens. That looks kind of nice, a little bit. It's a little bit too blue. It does kind of look like mist. Let's say fog times 0.5, 0.6. Oh my gosh, everything's yellow now. Wait, that's not how I want to do that. But if these are set to 1, how is it ever going to be blue? It can be at most just not blue. Does it only look blue because, never mind. Yeah, I think it only looks blue because everything else looks not blue. That's weird. I'm gonna stop like squaring it. Did you like it before? There you go. That seemed like it was easier to me than Yeah, let's do some more shader stuff. Let's also change this and see that, right? Okay, good. Let's change the title of this video to be accurate. Doing shader stuff. Shader stuff. Sure. If that applies, then that's cool. Okay, what else should we do in our shader? We should do some post-processing. I think that would be cool. Pretty simple too. So we've got, for some reason, it doesn't like to open GLSL. To do like 2D shaders. I'm going to start from here, just a second. Let's just get this working. Renderer. Just bear with me here for a second. I've got a little shader here, a little test shader. And then all we need to do is set it. Post-processing. And this is not a class variable. Will that work? Oh yeah. So it sort of like curves things down at the end, or at the edges. It does not work for this game, but we've got it doing stuff, so that's cool. It's the I've got an example where I have like dynamic lighting. Should we do shadows and stuff? I'll show you an example I made for like shadows in Python. And you guys can tell me if we should implement that today. I was thinking so I've got shadows and stuff in the scene. Well, that would be cool, right? Should we toss that in real quick? What do you think? Do you think that would like kill our frame rate? I think it'd be alright. Let's try it. I wanted to save it for another day though, like an afternoon. Okay, so that, we'll see. Shoe, what is that? We need to get the inverse view matrix. Into the shader. Right here, just a second. Game manager. Okay, so here's my scene file for the shadow script. I'm gonna set it as a different, I'm not gonna put it in scripts. So I've got post-processing, but that's just, I don't think that's doing anything special. I don't think I'm even using that. Let's eliminate everything that's unnecessary. These are not necessary. Those are just global illumination. Ignore lighting type. Ignore post-processing. We're gonna do that anyway, but whatever. So we basically just make an FBO for the light and bind a texture to it. And then we'll have, well, so that's for the regular set FBO view matrix. So this gets like the light's position and the current like matrix for the light. Which is necessary, so let's go ahead and do that. I'll go over everything later. And then FBO view matrix, that's all the same. There's really not that much different code. It's mostly in the shaders. And then render, might as well toss in the resolution. Oh shit, yeah, see ya. I'll show you our sweet lighting in the next stream here. And then we'll reference our shaders. Oh, simple. I copied the wrong shader. Simple doesn't do anything in this example anyway, so let's just overwrite it. Wait, no, simple. What? How is that working? But if lighting type is 1, oh, yeah, shadow. No, I had the right one. So we'll set the we'll set all the shaders. Projection matrix. We're good there. And we need to do some callbacks in the FBO, so set light view matrix. Wait, no, that's from, yeah, no, that was dumb. Let's, you have to do that from self.light FBO. Copy all that, plop it in here. This stuff took me so long to figure out. So I'm just gonna do it and then how is that working? Wait, reset OpenGL before I draw the or after I draw the rectangle? That doesn't make a terrible amount of sense. Shadow. I'm surprised that actually ran. FBO. I just want to get this out of the way. Then when we it'll be cool. Going down. Oops. Hey, I wasn't talking. I'm trying to figure this out. What's up? Did FBO?
Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, both local San Francisco papers are investing a lot of money to try and get a service just like that started. Science editor Steve Newman reports on one person already using the brand new system.
Ooh, maybe I should have made a backup before I did this. Just hop in and start messing with the graphics. That's alright. Render a widget. Float layout. Yeah, so I'm not sure why it's blasting off into infinity, but I think it's because, hey, what's up, soccer man? Soccer dude. Am I scaling the let's not, let's just remove all the lighting stuff and then see if it's all right. Yeah, there we go. Everything's pretty dark still.
Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, both local San Francisco papers are investing a lot of money.
Why is that? Is that because we're using a shader that we shouldn't be? Shadow is what samples the light map. That's what all this is. Which is fine. We just don't have a light map. Wait a second, I'm gonna bring back my old shader because we updated it. And we didn't even need the second update or the second shader that we replaced it with. So I'm just gonna get it back to where it was before, and then should be good. There we go. And now let's render it from the light's perspective, right? That would be cool. We'll just put the regular, we'll adjust the light to where we want it. So if we can render normally as the light, then that means we just have to take that texture that is outputting and apply it to a depth and make it a depth map instead. Change the shader. Right, so we'll do a simple shader. Ignore that. And then actually, you know what? Let's comment that out and then just replace it with just name it differently. Yeah, what is everybody up to? Just hanging out? Wait. I just want in the rest of the program to treat it like the regular frame buffer. So all I need to do is just set self.fbo equals self.light FBO. Right, that should be good. Camera offset. I feel like this should work. Let's not do any like camera stuff. Okay, so this is from the light's perspective. So if we set this is going to be weird. Let's just uncomment all this. So now we should be rendering. Oh, no, we aren't. Push matrix. Matrix. Okay, I'm not sure. I know. Wait, I'm gonna stop rotating. For some reason, I think the player is messing with the something's messing with the matrix, like the model view matrix. I thought I was cleaning it up, but and it's something in the scene, because when I add the scene to the light camera or the light renderer, it the problem stops. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this kind of works actually. The light map's generating all right. Wait, I'm gonna take the light controls here. Thanks for the pitch. You guys, maybe like establish yourself as a friend of the channel before you go pitching stuff. There we go. This should be good. So all we need to do is wait. Oh. Oh, I think it's working too. I think the shadows are working. I just need to figure out why it launches my camera into infinity when I... Would I do anything? That's not even airing? Oh, wait, no, pop. What isn't cleaning up after itself? Let's see. Well, it seems weird that rendering to 2 scenes would... Let's say, when we do our character transformations, all that's in one canvas, right? Yeah. So that shouldn't be doing it. Maybe let's just try limiting... I don't know why that would be an after. Dynamic object. That might make sense. Platform doesn't make sense. Model makes sense, but we're not even using it, so we should be good. The only thing is dynamic object. All right. about that? So then we don't even have to have an after. Oh, but scene isn't defined. Hey. And it's kind of working. Oh, hey, wait a second. It might be. Yeah. It's just not really like updating. It's not updating, so we need to update it. And they don't have textures in this shader for some reason. There we go. That's kind of cool. Now I just need to place it like far away and have the depth work. There we go. I mean, say X. There we go. So we'll have it like directly facing down on us. And then pitch will just be like -90. Or that's not. That's just a regular FBO, right? Pitch will be negative or 90. That looks terrible with all the platforms. I don't know. Is this not cool though? The shader doesn't have textures on it, but we can add that. Hey. What's up, simple-minded? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have a texture. Wait, text. Text is just like the, wait, light map. Light map is assigned to something other than texture? What were we doing before? Oh, text 0. Okay, text 0 then. That might work. Nope, didn't work. It's a shader we're using, right? Hey, it'll be really cool when we smooth out the Well, I'm glad that you're watching mine. Now all we have to do is get ourselves textured again. And we'll have some sweet shadows. Wait. So you've got like that square map. Oh my gosh, all those platforms are ruining it. We need textures. Jesus. So shadow. What are you having for lunch? Yeah, I know. I know. Textures. I just feel like Kivy should it sends it to texture 0 anyway, so what's the dealio there? Even vector. So I'm trying to figure out where exactly this text 0 coordinate or text 0 at a unit variable is coming from, because it's not sending it to shadow. Am I overwriting it? Because I'm setting all the textures the same as I did before. What's different? So I'm just going to ignore the lighting for now and just try to get it textured in this shader. All I need to do is send it. Wait a second. They were colored. UV vector is not sending correctly. What was UV vector? Yeah, because they're colored the same as their textures. No, see, like when we render it, they're the color of the texture that we're applying to it. So obviously it's sampling the texture somewhat, right? But the UVs are off. So I'm just gonna copy these varying variables and see what we're missing. V vector. Why is it not sending it properly to? I mean, all we added was normal vector, or yeah, that's not going to change anything. Yeah, so it is definitely sampling the correct texture. So the texture is fine. It's sending the texture to the shader just fine. But the UV isn't. Oy. Does it still work with the last shader? Yeah. So what's different? Oh. The vertex shader probably is receiving different things as well. TC0. Okay. That's probably what it is. Let's take all these attributes, because UV vector. What is different here? Okay, so I have the light view projection matrix, inverse view matrix. Those are all different. But I think everything else is the same. Just because of our little lighting calculations here. Texture index isn't going to be needed either. That was old code. And then, yikes. Okay. Now it's not even close to working. What is the error though? Vertex shader failed to compile. Yeah, okay. Very descriptive, thank you. Okay, let's back it up here. What are the differences? Frag color, UV vector, there's something that's just... Oh wait, simple isn't working. What did I do here? Oh, texture index. Oh, stop it. Texture index. It'd be funny if the version directive was the thing that was messing up. Frag color, UV vector normal, vertex position. Okay, here let's, Jesus. These are all the same, right? Yeah. The varying, however, frag color, UV vector, normal vector, vertex position. We don't have a vertex position. Why? World position? World position is when we send it. I guess it doesn't need any local position. I guess that makes enough sense. Error. Vertex shader failed to compile. Why is that? Nobody knows. Nobody can see anything wrong with this? Wait. Let's look at our object loader and then see what variables we're passing to it, because it might be different. Might clear something up. So, oh. Well, okay, we'll keep this. I don't know how that was working before. So our object loader was sending whoa. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just change a variable name and then don't change it anywhere else. Good idea. What happened to shadow? What happened to the shadows? Oh, I removed the shadows. Okay, it should work now. The victorious music starts to play. Textured shadows. Yes. Oh my god. Nice. Doesn't have a great depth. If I could smooth out that like shadow effect, the like map, I think I want it to be a lot more ambient lighting. I'm happy with this. Theta equals 0.8. I just want little shadows. Yeah, so it's not too in your face. And then I also want to increase the depth. Did we ran out of music again. There we go. Alright, I gotta look over these shaders a little more. It's been a while since I did my little shadow example thing. Oh yeah, we need to smooth that out. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's remove the platforms, because that looks like garbage. Pretty cool. This, yeah, the platforms are terrible. Wait, actually, I can just switch the level. What am I doing? Switch the level, and we launch into the air. What's up with that? Oh my gosh. I think it's the enemies. I think it's the dynamic objects. Alright, I need... Is it? Let me just confirm myself. Okay, no, it's not. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, maybe not. Never mind. I don't know what's making the camera freak out. I need to get off, though. Gotta get ready for work. This was cool. This was a nice little, experiment. I mean, it will look nicer once we have this all smoothed out. But thank you guys for watching. Wasn't one of our most productive streams. I guess we got the elevator. Wow, it was long though. Felt long. We got the elevator working. And we got the lighting. It's kind of neat. We'll fix it up. We'll make it look all pretty. So, I'll see you guys later. I'm getting back on at 6:30 p.m. tonight. I know, especially, I mean, it'll look much better once we're done. Oh, and we didn't even do our little post-processing effect. Well, whatever. See ya. Hey, follow if you wanna keep up to date with this. .30 p.m. I got my schedule on my stream, so on my page. I stick to it. Except for today, I got like 20 minutes late, but that's okay. I'll see you guys later.
Kansas that were very pleasant today. However, we are looking for a new front to begin to drift south and eastward. The central and eastern parts of Kansas will very probably be cloudy in the morning, and then western Kansas will begin to get increasing cloudiness by tomorrow afternoon. Today, however, very, very pleasant reading. 73 up in the Goodland area, 72 at Garden City, 70 reported by Dodge City and Liberal, 72 over by the good folks of today. Winds southerly at about 15 with gusts of 25 miles an hour. Barometric pressure 30.00 and is rising. And no precipitation. We're about a half inch behind, correction, a half inch ahead for the year, and 1 53/100ths behind for the year so far. We'll be looking for a little bit of a change tomorrow, and of course the possibility of some scattered showers. Today, of course, there's nothing showing up on the radar. However, the satellite photo was pretty interesting for the western half of the U.S. Rain showers and thunder showers